When it came to the distribution stage of my group's project, we each individually did some research into films of the same genre and how they were distributed. I again looked at 28 Days Later. This was distributed by 20th Century Fox, which would be a good option for our film to be distributed by as well. Many post-apocalyptic films are distributed to cinema first and then to DVD, which would most likely be the case for Septonius. I also did some research into box office takings, which can be found on my blog. Whilst researching box office takings, I found that most apocalyptic films don't usually tend to make the most money in cinemas. This is largely due to more popular genres such as fantasy dominating the box office intakes. Me and my group intend to promote our film in a number of ways. One way is viral marketing. We did this by using a Twitter account which Felix set up. Twitter has many users worldwide, so with regular updates on the page you could start to create a hype. This technique of promoting a film is very effective as it can use word of mouth over the internet to create a hype, and considering it is free, it makes for an excellent choice. The USP of our film is that it is clear to consumers that it's a post-apocalyptic film. However, it is also clear to them that our film is different in the fact that it doesn't have zombies or similar characters, which is at times typical of this genre. It also is a British film, setting it apart from many American post-apocalyptic films which are dominant of this genre. We created posters individually to promote our film. We did this by researching other film posters of the same genre and used the same kind of ideas to create our own. This is my example. We had decided on simple fonts for our film due to the fact that many other post-apocalyptic films stick to these fonts, so it will give the consumer an idea of the genre. The tagline I used for my poster was, "He is the last hope of mankind." This tagline keeps the consumers guessing as to whether our main character saves mankind or not. Post-apocalyptic films tend to have taglines similar to this. After researching different magazines, we agreed that the film could probably feature in many different film magazines. We all did our own research into film magazines and created our own individual magazine front covers to accompany the research and to promote our film. The magazine I chose was Total Film. This is my front cover. Web 2.0 is a great way to promote a film. Social networking sites such as Twitter and Facebook are great and cheap ways of creating word of mouth about our film, which is what we would use. You can also set up a website for the film which fans can visit to find out information. There are also various websites that review films such as Rotten Tomatoes, which can also create word of mouth in a good or bad way depending on how good the film actually is. Overall, it would be incredibly hard to promote a film without Web 2.0. However, at the same time, it is also important to use posters and get featured in magazines.